I am from Syria, from Damascus. I was imprisoned twice by the regime, and I had to flee as a result of that.
I'm from Bangladesh. I'm being recognized as a victim of modern day slavery and trafficking inside the UK, and also my asylum claim is still going on.
The war started in Syria, so it was impossible to move back.
I come from a country where being gay is still not acceptable. One of the main reasons I have stayed here is because I was raped at the age of 11 by my next door neighbor. So going back is like going back to a lot of pain and a lot of a trauma.
I was desperate to help. I signed up to volunteer for the NHS, which is the National Health Service in England, in the UK. But because there are so many great people in this country, they got 750,000 requests, which resulted in them not being able to manage everyone. So I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to find a way in. So I found a job.
I have opened a little food bank, which is called MD's Little Food Bank. Being an asylum seeker myself, living on £5 a day. And this is the common scenario for all the asylum seekers who is living in the UK. During this pandemic, I felt that this is not really enough for a person to live. I don't take any money donations from people. All I take is the food donations from people.
So took in the job, went in, very nervous, did an induction, received the training by the agency, and straight to the COVID wards. It's a hectic situation in the hospital. Everyone is on alert. It's physically and mentally demanding. I see people who are, sorry, I don't mean to get emotional, but it's difficult because I do see people suffering sometimes, and it hurts. It hurts to see people suffering.
And within 2 days, 48 hours, they will pass away. So people that come to the hospital, I think they don't feel that they are sick. Anesthesiologists, they have the highest rate of risk that because they are very close to sick people with positive COVID.
I'm not working at the moment. I'm job seeking, and I have just launched a small fashion brand called Team Can. During the time I'm at home, I'm making masks and scrubs for the NHS. I'm having fun making them, which I have to be very careful. I have found myself being up until 4 o'clock in the morning. I have said to some of my friends or my housemate, could you please just drag me off from the sewing machine? Like, say it's enough for today.
On the happy side of this is that I do see people getting discharged, and I see people getting back to their families. And I know how hard it is for them to be separated from their families, because I have been separated from my family for quite some time.
Then I have 2 children, my husband. They are proud of me. I can see that they have some concerns. When I look at them, their eyes, they feel that I might catch the virus. I have some times when I get emotional and I feel so sorry for people, also for relatives. They were calling to check on their husbands or wives in the ICU. So it's very hard to break bad news for them. We have to, adjust ourselves, our mind to the situation.
I have never done therapy before, but I said that for me to be able to do this, I need to be mentally strong. So on my week one, my very good friend, who is the founder of the Choose Love charity, the CEO that I told you about, she's like, Hassan, I want to help, and I'm going to help by getting you a therapist. I'm lucky to have this. Not many frontline workers, especially cleaners and porters and security guards, are being provided mental health support.
But we also have to take care of the asylum people who are seeking asylum in the country. I went through the process. I know the pain and the feeling of how it was not having food and having money for my bus pass or for my phone bill. So therefore, I thought if I could give something to them right now, what could I give? I can't financially support them. I said, you know what, I'm going to start a little something where if I manage to get people to donate £10 per mask, they get a mask and then we can give a mask to an asylum seeker. But we're also asking people if they want to donate and you don't have £10, if you want to donate £1, donate £1 is absolutely fine, because that every little helps. So far I've made about 100 and we've sold about 40, so which means we've given away about 40. And the sequence, which is like the most famous, literally the famous one, and it's actually been the one that people has been donating and wanting to purchase the most. It's perfect for attention seekers.
Just going on my bike to drop a family pack to a vulnerable family. She's struggling a lot, but yeah, let's go. Bag is quite heavy.
My colleagues are from Nigeria, they are from Ghana, they are from the Caribbean, they're Syrians, they're from Spain, they're from the Philippines and China, and they're British, and they are all fighting the same fights.
Healthcare professionals get sick. They are in the worst zone. Doctors, nurses, all the paramedics should protect themselves first, and then they will be able to protect others.
So we have different beds, and every bed, there is an area for the bed. You mop around the bed, and then you take that mop and you throw it away, and then you use another mop. It's a very sophisticated process. And when I say I received the training, some people mocked me on social media. I was like, oh yeah, as if cleaning needs training. I was like, this actually needs training. Like this, we are not just cleaners. Your job is to protect the patients and the NHS staff. I genuinely think after this is done, internationally, we should have a discussion about how we treat our working class.
I'm happy with this work because with these people, I'm doing something to help them.
The personal feeling after I've made that 10 first scrubs, sets, folded, ironed, and I put it in the bag. Oh my God, it was just incredible.
I feel that I belong to this community. I know I'm an asylum seeker. My status has not been still granted.
Seeking refuge is my human right, but I wanted to pay back to the community. I feel I belong to this country now.
My message to any health professional coming from our area as a refugee, please don't give up and work hard. You can do it.